What's going on? How you doing this morning? My first video today is going to be about Mariah Carey's the details from her new book, and I do time to time talk about entertainment books, biographies. I mean, I do like biographies and stuff. This book is pretty explosive. I mean, everybody kind of who would follow her career knew about her and Tyrone Matola, her ex-husband, ex-Sony music head, honcho, manager, etc. And they had a great run together. I still remember 30 years ago going to the record store, seeing a promo for her debut. And to this day, I've never seen an artist that comes out. But I will say, in that context, in that era, when you went to a record store and the promos were all over the place to sell Vision of Love and her and this, and I was like, who is she? This new art, because you didn't have that then. Imagine if you had the brand and the social media today with that then. Mariah Carey would have had what Drake had off the jump. That's the kind of push that was pushed, and she sold a lot of records, etc. But anyway, the book, pictures don't always tell the story. Look fairy tale, dreamlike. Here she was with the Italian Godfather, because he's a Don, Tom Matola, but it wasn't like what it was. It wasn't as charming as the life presented. Then she talks about her sister drugging her up and trying to pimp her out. And it's like, wow. There's a lot going on culturally, her identity, being half black, half white, dealing with school, dealing with politics, racism, all kinds of isms. And you have a different appreciation for Mariah Carey. Now, I've been hit and miss with her career because I think while on one hand she has a really good voice, I'd say if you know anything about Minnie Riperton and Denise Williams, I said that's like her fairy godmothers, but she doesn't always. I think the material has been lacking. I know she co-writes or writes her stuff and co-produces, but some of that stuff that she came up with was like, But she definitely has an ear for pop radio, and she was been very successful. I can't hate. But interested in this book, she talked about she had an alternative edge, and she wanted to have she had a side album that she was working on in '95. That would have been interesting, because she was watching 4 9 Blondes, and it was real happening right then. When you had some women making grunge rock, making like Slater Kinney or Courtney Love and Hole and stuff like that, and she was like, maybe I'll get in on that. That could have been interesting. Could you imagine Mariah Carey doing a Sophie B. Hawkins type of song? Could have probably pulled it off. But anyway, very fascinating. One thing is for sure, when they say that the movies are fantasy, this ain't nothing like what you saw in the movie Glitter. If you ever saw the movie Glitter, and I saw Glitter, I gave it a chance. And let me tell you something, I've seen worse, I've seen better. It was okay for what it was, But she has a presence. Obviously, when I saw her in Precious, she has a presence. And actually, come to find out, Precious, if you saw that movie with Monique and them, that is more closer to Mariah's real life than Glitter was. See, again, don't let the camera fool you. It's a lot of pain, heartache, and probably, when I saw, I think the LA Times said that this was probably her best performance of anything. You can make that case. You weren't expecting this book to go where it went, and it went there. So, I tell you to check out Mariah Carey's memoir if you get a chance to read about it. It's very intriguing, sad, painful, and like I always say, with most entertainers who reach the pinnacle that she's reached, you have to pay a price to get to that point, because it doesn't just. The more successful ones, there's always something there. It seems to be. Anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about Mariah Carey's book and some sad realities that come from it. But give me your thoughts and your takes. Do you like Mariah Carey? Are you a fan of her music? What do you think about her career, etc.? Give me some feedback. I welcome that. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for one another. And pictures ain't always with always the whole scene. There's always a lot of layers. And when someone tells you, take heed. I'm out.